All right, babe, and we're back at it with the premiere of our new series, the Strawberry Milk Podcast Quick Sip Movie Reviews. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty excited. Are you gonna do like a thing for the intro, like our music? It's just somebody just going.
I wish I could, honestly. I honestly wish I could. I will figure out how to do that. We might make that as a soundscape. But anyway, first things first, guys, we have our first supporter here at the podcast. And I'm not talking emotional support, which everyone, displays to us, but we actually have someone who thought we were worth sending money at us monthly. Shout out to that guy. We're obviously not going to say their name because of privacy issues, but yeah, right before New Year's, I got an email saying that someone has pledged money each month towards us. I thought that was pretty cool, babe. How about you?
I also thought that was pretty cool.
It's pretty dope. Like, it's a validating experience. Like, we both started this just as a hobby. If it makes money or it brings us any sort of clout, so be it. If not, it's just a fun activity that we do together. But honestly, thank you, man. You know who you are.
Yeah, that was really, really
We
cool of
we
you.
appreciate you, G. Heck yeah, we look forward to giving you more content that you think's
I
worth
hope you didn't think that
donating to.
anything special would happen because we don't have any tears
Yeah,
yet.
we're throwing it together as we go along. But anyway, first episode of the new series, we're going to be reviewing The Batman.
The Batman.
Oh my god.
Duh, 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 duh.
Dude, that soundtrack, amazing. But anyway, iconic,
Iconic.
right? Like, I know shit. Like, the Batman's theme is in my playlist for Spotify when it pops on when I'm at the gym. Holy shit. There's no amount of weight that I can't let that's a lie.
I love that. I love the image of you just fucking working out to it.
I wonder what he's listening to. It's just the fucking bat. I am Bruce Wayne, babe. Don't you know? Mexican Bruce Wayne.
Oh my god, there he is.
All right. Some quick facts about the Batman, right? Released March 4th of 2022, grossed $770.8 million,
That 0.8 million was all from me.
right? Directed by Matt Reeves. You guys might know him from Planet of the Apes, the reboot series, and one of my favorite movies ever, Cloverfield. I don't know if he has a hand in any of the other spin-offs that they made, but I
I
just
thought
want a
they.
direct sequel to that
I
movie.
want to know why that you're gonna be like. I don't know if he has a hand. I was like, motherfucker's an amputee.
Why would Matt Reeves not have a fucking hand,
And that's
babe?
what I was confused.
Anyway, it got an overall 7.8 on IMDb with an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes with an audience score of 87%. I think that's too low.
I think people were just overly critical because they're like, yeah, Pattinson was in Twilight.
Yeah, oh my god, I don't know. Like, they're typecasting him when he's done great. Myself, I was guilty of that, but
You
he's done
were?
great work.
Yeah.
I looked up his discography, but damn, man, he makes a great Batman.
Even a couple of my cousins, they were like, oh, the Batman's not even a good movie. And I went, well, did you watch it? Well, no. I'm like,
It blows Christopher Nolan's right out of the water. Just get
those movies
those three movies right the fuck out of here.
Fest. It's just
Bane can stay.
Action movie for this. I did like Bane.
Specifically, only Tom Hardy as Bane.
I did like that a lot. He actually was acting.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway didn't like her as
love Anne
Catwoman.
Hathaway. I didn't like her as Catwoman.
I love Anne Hathaway. Do not like her as guy. I'm right there.
I just, the other Batman movies, they just left a lot to be desired to me because they just seemed like
it's just bootlicking Batman
Yeah.
running around New York City. He
Yeah.
doesn't even look like. I never thought that Gotham looked like Gotham.
I don't even remember what that Gotham looked like.
It's
I was
New
just
York City.
unimpressed.
It's literally just New York City. But anyway, this one comes in at just under 3 hours at a whopping 2 hours and 56 minutes of runtime.
And we got your little brother to sit through the whole thing.
Right, dude, I think it could have been longer. With my main con that we're going to talk about, I think it could have been longer. It could have afforded itself to be longer.
I think that
a solid 3:15.
No, I think that they should, like, in the future, what they could do is release like an extended edition.
Yeah.
And that would work, but I think that for the runtime how it is, I think that that's fine.
Well, no, so the extended edition would only add all the deleted scenes in.
Which is lovely.
I know, but like we'll get into it later. But anyway, if you guys haven't already guessed, this movie stars Robert Pattinson, the Battinson, right? From Twilight, most notably, dude, fucking playing an immortal vampire that for some reason goes to high school.
The King.
What do you mean, The King?
He's in The King.
I don't know what you're
Remember
talking
the
about.
one with Timothy Chalamet?
Oh, that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays that.
Talks about having a big balls and a tiny cock.
Plays that French dick. I love how they kill him in that because he's just slipping around in the mud.
It ain't right.
Timothy Chalamet's just like, get him. Oh, we could do that movie. I do like that
That
one.
movie made me feel nauseous. I don't want to
Um,
watch it again.
Anyway, Zoe Kravitz from the Divergent series and the Mad Max reboot from the mid 2000s does an excellent job as Cat.
Yeah,
This is our
her
Catwoman, babe.
dad, her dad is fucking Cinna from
Yeah,
the Hunger Games.
yeah.
I never made that connection. I'm attracted to both of them.
And they look exactly the
They
same.
look fantastic.
They look exactly the same. Paul Dano, he has a pretty impressive discography of his own, but my favorite movie, my mom and I would watch this quite a lot. One
Yeah,
of the few positive interactions we had. It's this movie, There Will Be Blood.
I haven't heard of it.
It's really good. We'll get into it one of these days. But then,
You know what? I seen him. I saw him in some movie with Steve Carell,
yes,
and then it was recirculating on TikTok around when all the fucking Dana files came out, which that was terrifying.
yeah,
But it was like the part where he's like, you can't fly jets if you're colorblind or something along those lines. And I remember, like as a kid, I was like,
I think he's also in Little Miss Sunshine. I'm not
because I
sure.
had a moment like that where I
Is
was
that the one
like,
from Steve Carell?
I think so.
Yeah, Little Miss
Because I
Sunshine.
had a moment like that where I was like, oh, I'm asthmatic. I can't fly.
You can't fly a
planes."
jet. Hey, dude, all you got to do is time travel to 2077, get in on that cyberpunk shit, man.
Oh,
Replace your
dude.
lungs.
Dude, I was talking about this, and because I told a recruiter because he came through the drive-through when I worked at Chick-fil-A, right? He's like, "Hey, have you considered joining the Air Force?" It's like, "I have actually, but I'm asthmatic." He's like, "You could just say you're not," and I'm like, "And then die in the gas chamber?"
Go to prison
And
if they find out.
literally, and also, again, I
Yeah, they
cannot
wouldn't
stress
send
this
you.
enough.
They wouldn't send you to prison.
No, but I cannot stress this enough. In like the 2 minutes where you have to stand without your mask on, I would
Oh no,
die.
no, that sucked. I went in there sick,
Oh,
came out with a clean bill of health.
it just,
I'm still coughing up those fucking CS gas crystals, man. Anyway, fan favorite, last big name on the cast for us, Jeffrey Wright,
be my
Arbor
beloved.
Beatty from Hunger Games and from Westworld. If you're into that type
I
of
just,
Western dystopia sci-fi thing,
he is just such a delightful person in general. I've seen his Instagram. It's popped up a few times for me. He is an activist, and he is like very, very much less. He's so fucking
he's a
cool.
great dude. He makes a great Gordon to me.
Oh,
Of
he's
course,
fantastic.
every time they try to step outside the box and rethink a character, reinvent him, you're gonna have the fucking incels online. They either complain that it's a woman, they either complain that it's
There's
someone that's
no reason for
LGBT,
Gordon to be
QIA
black.
plus, yeah, or they complain that it's a different fucking race. Listen, if the character fits, it fits. I'll be honest. I didn't think Samuel L. Jackson would make a great Nick Fury because I mostly just read the comics. But after seeing his first performance on screen, I was like,
Hot
this
take.
guy's Nick Fury.
Hot take.
Oh,
I think that Nick Fury is super fucking lame.
he is lame.
Like
However,
it's a lame
someone that
ass
like
character.
someone that embodies the character, like the attitude that they would have in real life.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between how you can make someone act on pages versus how you can realistically make them act in there. So like Nick Fury is a great example of this, and then now we can add Jeffrey Wright onto that list as well.
Oh,
He is the Gordon.
he is the Gordon.
He's pretty fucking dope. I
He's
love
fantastic.
Batman and his relationship because this is year 2 Batman
Yeah.
that we're dealing with. He's already for a deleted scene at the end, and we don't do spoiler alerts here. Just
This movie's almost a year old.
the,
Go
the whole
fucking
the whole
watch
thing
it.
is a spoiler alert. I'll just put that in the fucking description. Anyway, he's already fought and faced the Joker. I think there's also evidence that he's like faced Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze. Like there's hints throughout there
Yeah.
that you can see if you look in the background and like see the computer files and all the shit and how
Yeah.
they talk about it. There's other villains that are in the universe that he's already defeated. However, I like that they just didn't start off with a year 1 Batman. We've seen Batman become Batman so many fucking times already.
I mean,
It's
we're
like,
kind of seeing it again.
no, he's becoming the Batman,
Oh, okay.
right? Because if you notice at the end, in the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
right, he goes like, "Who are you? I'm Vengeance," and then at the end, they're like, "Who are you? I'm Justice," right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a character arc, like how Zuko kind of went through in Avatar.
Oh,
He was
poor
all about
Zuko.
vengeance. He was all about regaining his honor, but then he kind of
He should have
found his
been all
own
about
path,
therapy.
right? Men will do literally everything but go to therapy. Zuko waged a one-man war against the Avatar.
And had a dumbass haircut.
Robert Pattinson literally became a vigilante
Dude,
to clean up the streets of Gotham. But anyway,
you haven't mentioned Andy Serkis.
I don't care about Andy Serkis as Alfred. I don't like him as
I
Alfred.
think he's great.
Honestly,
I think he's great. I got it.
he's a great actor. He plays the role well, but I can't get behind him as Alfred. This is an overall younger Batman that
Yeah.
we're starting out with. Because I think Christian Bale's is like later 20s. like Val Kilmer and all them and like Ben Affleck are all like older, like later
Yeah.
20s, early 30s. I believe this Batman is like 23. Like he started
You're just like me
Batmaning
for real.
he started Batmaning at like 21 and in the movie he's like 23, 24,
God
something
damn.
like that. But anyway, on top of this star-studded cast, they have a great support staff. One of the things I like about this movie, the sound, the writing, the lighting, everything about it just fits to make one great film.
Yeah.
The writing is done by Reeves and Peter Craig, who adapted the Hunger Games novels
God fucking sick.
for screenplay. So, you got that.
Spectacularly, I might add. God, I
Right?
love
The
the fucking Hunger
soundtrack
Games.
done by Michael Giacchino. I don't know if I pronounced his last
Banger of
name
a soundtrack.
correctly.
Banger.
He's done work on Up. Everyone loves Up. He's done work from the show Lost, which is one of the most critically acclaimed shows to come out of the 2000s, as
My
well as Ratatouille. He's got like I think 3 either Grammys or Emmys for Ratatouille. And if you sit here and you tell me that you don't like the music for that movie, get the fuck out of my face with
dude,
that.
no, just imagine someone be like, "Yo, we need you to make a soundtrack for a rat that cooks," and he's like, "I fucking got
I
you."
fucking got you, dude. The cinematography for me is a really big part of what makes a movie
Yeah.
either pass or fail. Because if you look at how the later Marvel movies are, where it's
Yeah.
just a bunch of fucking smash cuts, like someone throws a fist, then it cuts to someone getting hit, then it
So
cuts to someone
fucking
cocking back
annoying.
again. It's terrible. While this movie still does have a healthy amount of cuts in the fight scene, it doesn't make you feel like
It doesn't
discombobulated.
make you feel
I know
jerky.
what's going on, and I feel like those cuts are
And
necessary.
also, it doesn't feel annoying.
Yeah.
Because in a Marvel, I don't know about you, in Marvel stuff lately, I've just been getting fucking annoyed
It's like
whenever it's another fight scene. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
it's like
boy.
Dragon Ball Z where they cut to show everyone's fucking faces. Like I don't need to see 7 people react to one dude getting punched in the face. But anyway, the guy that was in charge of the cinematography for this film is Greg Fraser, spelled with a G.
Greg or fake? What?
Greg, yeah, Grieg, not Greg, Greg. I don't know why I said spell with a
Yeah,
G.
that's what
Anyway,
threw me. I was
yeah,
like, who?
no,
I was like,
it's
where the
spelled
fuck is there a
Greg
G?
with an IE. I was like, all right, that's his fucking name.
Greek.
But he's done the cinematography for Rogue One,
Well done, Greek.
Zero Dark 30
Haven't seen that
and
one.
Dune. Zero Dark
Didn't
30
watch
was
that either.
great, because I'm a fan of like 13 Hours, Black Hawk Down, stuff like that. You
Action
know what I mean?
movies.
I got a stereotypical dude in some way. Military action movies specifically.
Gah, that's my least
Rogue
favorite.
One, favorite Star Wars movie.
God, it's so
I can't wait for
fucking
us to
good.
cover that one.
It's so good.
And then Dune, the reboot
Haven't
Dune.
seen it.
Haven't seen it either. Don't think I will,
No,
honestly. I don't like the book. Didn't care for the older movie or it was a
I'm just not
show. I
interested.
just don't give a shit about it. But anyway, my love,
But
with
everyone
all
did
of
real
that,
good apparently on it, so good job.
yeah, no, I'm freaking Zendaya. I
I love how I'm covering
guarantee you.
bases as if they're ever gonna fucking listen to this.
Right? Zendaya, though, is probably the best thing about that movie.
Yeah, it's Zendaya.
Anyway, my love, with that being said, what's your favorite scene
I'm
about the
glad you asked.
movie?
Let me consult my notes.
Your
All
notes.
right, editor, insert rustling paper sounds. You get to do that now.
Oh, God.
Alrighty. So my favorite scene is I don't even know, I don't even remember where the fuck it is in the movie. I just remember I think it's like in the beginning middle.
It's the first time that Batman visits the Iceberg
Yeah.
Lounge.
Yeah, and it's when he's fighting his way through the club. Like when it's like all like the flashing lights and the super cool song and he's just casually just fucking beating bitches left and right. And then Penguin shows up. He's like, "Hey, could you fucking not, dude? Like what the fuck are
Don't
you
mind
doing?"
old vengeance here.
Yeah, like
I love.
hello?
Can we like? There's a lot of recurring bits within the movie, but one of my favorite ones is one the recurring bit with the Iceberg Lounge,
Yeah.
and then also with everyone just calling him Vengeance Cat. Like that's his fucking
Yeah. No, dude,
nickname.
I love Penguin in general. I think that he's a delightful character.
His actor does a fantastic job of
Colin
bringing old Cobblepots
Colin what?
to the screen.
Colin
My
Farrell?
father's gonna text me. He's be like, "You really don't know who the fuck that is?"
I'm
He's like, "How
sorry.
could you?"
I'm
Listen, Dad,
sorry.
I'm sorry, man.
He was in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Honestly, like kind of a hot take. If they had just had the Penguin be the main villain, it still would have been a great film.
I like that the Penguin isn't necessarily a villain.
He is. He's a villain. Well, he's not a villain yet, but
Yeah.
he's is in the sense that he's a schemy underground guy.
Yeah, but he's a delight about it.
Yes, he is.
Also, I like that. So I talked about the music.
Yeah.
I talked about how I like the Penguin.
Yeah.
I like that Zoe Kravitz came on screen for the first time. Big fan of that moment. Love that her and Batman met. Love that moment. I also really, really liked the memes about being, like, a club goer
Yeah.
as that was happening.
Dude, the
The
TikTok
ones that was like,
trend.
imagine being high off of fucking
You see
some
Batman beating. They're shooting a whole ass gun. Can we talk
he
about that?
threw
This
them off the
Dude, this
railings
Batman spends his fucking entire time getting his ass beat in the movie. He's
casually.
been shot multiple times, but he has like the bulletproof suit. Like when he gets shot with the fucking shotgun
Yeah.
and he just like shakes it off, I'm like, this dude's fucking, he's built different, man.
I would simply ooh, excuse me. I would simply shit my pants.
Dude, I'd simply quit. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a normal
I'm
philanthropist
like, "You know
instead.
what? Let me just throw myself off this
Um,
balcony. Let me get out of your way, sir."
my favorite scene would have to be the car chase between Batman and the Penguin. Because for me, the Batmobile is almost as important as the character
Yeah.
himself, right?
Yeah.
Don't really care. And like everyone loves the Tumbler or whatever the fuck his Batmobile's called in the Christopher Nolan series, but I don't like it. Next to like the OG Batmobile, um not from the Adam West series,
The
but
other one?
I think it's either when Val Kilmer was Batman or George Clooney's when they make it look like like the animated one where it just looks like a really sleek car that goes
Yeah.
very fast. That's cool. But this one, I like it. It makes sense that it would just be this fucking modded to hell like
Which
muscle car that this guy would just throw all of his
it
money
does look
at.
cool. But
But
which one is the one that they had at Six Flags?
the one that they had at Six
Yeah,
Flags,
they have a Batmobile at Six
I
Flags.
have no clue. But
Okay.
but with this scene, yeah, we gotta ask Akil. He's fucking our resident expert for Six Flags. But I love the Batmobile reveal because before then we had only seen it in its maintenance bay where it's like
Yeah.
all scrapped to shit, and Alfred's giving him, he's busting his balls like, "Are you ever gonna finish working on that?"
Yeah.
Just the reveal of it, the lighting, the atmosphere they
The
create
vibes.
about it. It's the drop off, the rain's pouring everywhere. They know Batman's out there, and like the Penguin's like looking for him, and then you just see this fucking thing's headlights and bug
Yep.
catcher engine revving, and it looks like a bat out of hell. It looks like a demon. If like on their vision board, their storyboard, they were going for bat out of hell vibes, they completely
They've
achieved it.
done it. My
The way they
god.
make this fucking thing sound, the way it moves, just the sequence that happens on the
Yeah.
highway, it's great. And it's all wrapped up with that iconic scene where you get to see Battinson walking away from the flaming wreckage while, the penguin's fucking stuck under his car upside down.
I mean, come on, the rain.
It's
I
fucking
have it on a shirt.
it's great.
I
Exactly.
literally have it on a
It's
shirt.
fucking great, and I don't know anyone that wouldn't like that scene. But with that being said, my love, what's your least favorite scene?
I was hoping I could talk about my second favorite.
Oh, you have a second favorite scene? Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right, all right. This is titled "When Batman Solos the Insane Clown Posse All Casually." So, okay, listen. So, in the beginning, like the first scene, it's Halloween,
The
right?
Juggalos are gonna come for you, babe.
Yeah, and it's like the stupid fucking people with the stupid fucking skull paint, and they're beating up on this one random ass dude because oh, I'm so hard. Let's 9v1 one guy because we're fucking cool, right?
Off
Like,
the
come on,
subway.
off the subway.
It's his rite of passage. He
And
wants to join the gang.
yeah, but he's being a little bitch
I don't know
about
why
it.
they just wouldn't beat him up. What happened to canonizing, dude? Take your lumps.
I don't know anything about that. I just think that if you want to join a gang but you're too pussy to follow through, don't fucking join the gang. Like fucking pussies, all of them. But I liked the dude with the squash on his head.
Oh
That was kind
yeah,
of running around. He
he
got hit
was
by a car. That was
he was the
funny.
drop. He was the drop head.
Well, I liked it. And I liked that they used the bat signal as like a way to show how like even though it's only been a short amount of time, like
He's
Batman's
instilled the
already
fear. Yeah,
yeah, because that's all you have to do is put the light up, and these criminals are literally just being like, "Oh my god!"
he's gonna. They gotta. What your parents expected you to do, my love, discipline themselves.
Right?
'Cause he can't be everywhere at once. But that is a great scene. It really sets the tone for the rest of the film. I feel
Yeah, and
like
he didn't even break a sweat.
something about this Batman though. Like you can feel the fear in the people that like when they
Him
first
big,
see him.
him big.
Like when they first see him, right? And like when they first see him,
Yeah,
and except towards the end when all like the Riddler fanatics are like, at the what the fuck is it? The sports center or like the arena,
which
whatever
is
the hell
also
it
fun.
is. I like
I
that
love
they
a
did an
matching
indoor
fit.
I like that they did an indoor arena more than like an actual football stadium. I did not care much for the football stadium scene in the Christopher Nolan one where like Bane blows up and like all the football players fall in and die. I like this one better.
Yeah.
Um but anyway, my least favorite scene,
Okay.
right? It would have to be the deleted scene from the end of the movie. I'm so fed up with the Joker. I don't think we need another
That's
one.
actually one of my cons.
Yeah, like we don't need a fucking another one. Like Jesus Christ, like if you just had the Riddler break out again and then like team up with like another fucking villain, it would have been great.
Who's the Freeze guy?
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, him. He's delightful.
No, but like we could have had the Riddler or some other villain take the main spot. Like I get it, you got to do certain things. Like
Fan service.
if it's the
Yawn.
Avengers, you got to do Thanos. If it's Star Wars, you got to do like Darth Vader. If it's fucking Batman, you have to do the Joker. I don't have it in me. I don't care. Like if you want more Joker, go watch Joaquin Phoenix's ones because those are actually
Yeah,
pretty
I
good.
literally have my note is yet another Joker parentheses yawn.
It's fucking it's terrible.
At
And
least
to
he looks
me,
creepy. People were still thirsting after him though.
I don't know. I
I'm like,
don't
how the fuck y'all even see him? He was in frame for like 0.2
like
milliseconds.
compared to how Paul Dano plays this Riddler because let's get into the plot about it. The whole plot boils down to as a child, right? Like so in this universe, Batman and the Riddler are roughly the same age.
Yeah,
Obviously, Batman's parents get murdered. They way they spun that this time because his parents always got to get murdered. Is that Thomas Wayne had Falcone
just
you
Falcone.
it's Falcone. Is it Falcone or Falcone?
It's just Falcone.
He has Falcone try to silence like a journalist, right? He wants the journalist to stop peering into the Wayne's family history
Yeah.
because Martha Wayne has an extensive mental illness history on her
Who
side of the
gives a
family.
shit?
I think like he was running for mayor. That's actually it's a big part of the fucking movie, but I'm blanking on that plot point right now. But
Yeah.
that's what spawns this. That's what makes the Riddler become the Riddler because obviously it's like, oh, poor Bruce Wayne, he's a fucking orphan now. His parents are dead. What is he gonna do? The company, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
But just like in real life, whenever a famous person or someone of influence goes through something that is, traumatic, rich or not, having both your parents murdered in front of you would kind of make me crack.
Bad time. Yeah.
Everyone else that's already been going through that gets overlooked. And that's what makes the Riddler crack. So as he grows up, it's him exacting his grudge against the elite of Gotham as well
Fuck the
as just
1%.
Bruce Wayne in general, which I could get behind that.
Yeah, fuck the 1%.
Dude, fuck him. But that's it's really good. So it all comes down to like dirty laundry and Falcone kind of taking shit a bit too far. And the movie kind of suggests that the reason the parents were killed is because Thomas intended to turn himself in and then rat on Falcone
Yeah.
because it had gone too far in his eyes. But honestly, Paul Dano does a great job bringing the character to life. He looks demented. I love the way the costume looks, how he seems very meek, but obviously, he's very mentally ill. So he just has these random fits of violence. Like when he murders people,
Incel.
it's fucking great. It's you call me an
No,
incel?
he looks like an incel.
Yeah, he looks like an incel, which, goes into his social media following. This dude was really on Instagram Live like he was a SoundCloud rapper.
500 views,
He's
bro.
coming like, "What's up, bro? It's your boy Paul. We out here about to go murder a bunch of people, blow up the
I'm
seawall,
gonna find the Batman.
and I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna
Hey,
slit
thanks
his
for the
fucking
donation.
throat." Oh my god! I wonder, did he have a Patreon?
Probably.
Jesus,
Dude, I had a fucking my least favorite scene. I don't know if it counts as a scene. It's more of just like a moment. I was not a fan of the rat cage thing.
really?
Rat shackle, rat head, rat thing. Yeah, not a fan. See, I'm not a fan of torture.
Ratgate.
Yeah, it was yucky. That's literally my points are yucky, not a fan of torture, and C point A because
mean-
it's yucky. I don't like it. I didn't need to see it, and I feel like that's just it's a bit much. Don't like it.
I feel.
Unnecessary. Don't like it.
I feel like we needed to see it.
No, I'm just not. Yuck.
What do you mean?
Yuck. It just the visual.
But that's what happens though in these types of criminal undergrounds, man.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But anyway,
I'd say it to their face. I'd be like, hey man, that's kind of yucky. Can you not do that? And they'd probably do the same thing to me.
so aside from that con, what else? What's another con that you have about the movie? Because we've done a lot of pros. Now let's hear about what we think.
I haven't
makes
even
the
done
movie
any of my
not
pros
work.
yet.
I thought that was all your pros.
No, I've done my favorite scene, the runner-up favorite, and my least favorite.
Well, no, but your pros are all the stuff that we've already talked about.
Oh,
Is
we
what I'm
have
saying.
already talked about that.
Yeah, like we've been singing this movie's praises. Now it's time to
I have one more
reveal.
praise. I have one more praise.
Okay, what's your praise?
It's the bipede.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking y'all are eating up that entire movie.
God, I've never loved liking both more. Literally, both of us just in the fucking theater, just being like, "Oh my god,
I was like, both of these people are fucking
beautiful,
amazing.
beautiful."
I myself do not partake for
Yeah.
the other team. However, I can appreciate a good-looking man.
Yeah.
And he looks amazing in that movie.
Scrum diddly
Like, there's a lot of good distinctions between Robert Pattinson is Bruce Wayne and Robert Pattinson is Batman.
He holds himself
Like his
differently.
posture is different, the way he speaks is different, and I kind of like that. Like,
I
yeah,
like
this
that.
dude would be not a big talker, not
Yeah.
as socially outgoing.
Yeah.
Like his money would talk for him, but he's not the social butterfly that we're used to seeing with
He just like
Christian
me for
Bale.
real.
Yeah, I liked it. Like the way the suit looks, everything. The only thing I don't like is that little wrist strap thing he has that has all the lock picks and shit.
Oh, I think that's neat.
Like for me, it's Batman. He's got to have a utility belt. Put it on the belt. Put it around the waist.
No.
That or
No.
the venom that he injects himself with at the end. That was actually
That was
pretty
pretty
cool. Which
I
means
was
Bane is
scared.
there.
I was scared for him.
Yeah, dude, they like literally they set up the stakes, and I was like that. But like we know he's not going to die in the first movie, but I was like, holy shit!
I
Like
just didn't want him to get hurt.
I feel like with this trilogy, they could have him die to set up like a Nightwing Robin type thing. That would be like because it's 2 sequels and a spin-off TV series is planned.
Okay, have they actually confirmed that?
This is confirmed. Yes.
Because I have
What do you
this
think I was researching?
no, I have this horrific gut feeling that they're gonna pull all funding.
No, it's gonna they're already. I think
They better.
they're damn near completing
They fucking
the shooting
better.
for the other one. But
My con, sorry.
Oh, what's your con?
The ending feels abrupt.
Yes, I agree with you.
Like
That's
it's
my
all
con
the
as well.
pacing is so good throughout the whole thing.
Like
At
you're-
least to be, I don't know shit about pacing. I'm not a fucking critic. The whole thing felt really, really good, and then it just kind of stopped at the end.
in some aspects, they practice show not tell, but then in other aspects, they're just like, here it is, right in your fucking face, right?
Yeah.
Like they kind of had to do with the scene where the Penguin schools Commissioner Gordon and Battinson on being monolingual.
No,
Like that was
that's
kind
what-
of like a in your face
can't-
type of thing.
You can't steal my funnies.
I'm not stealing. I'm trying to put the segue in so you can talk about it.
I got my list of funnies.
Okay, but anyway, a con for me again, like you agree, it wraps up too fast. It feels like right when they catch Riddler, boom, they figure out his master plan. Boom, they figure out they misinterpret it. You know, the fucking seawalls are getting blown up. He's fighting for his life and in the arena, and then they thwart the plot, and then it's Batman and Catwoman going their separate ways.
Oh my god! Can we also talk about how entitled the mayor nominee bitch was?
Yeah.
Like, hello? Can you say please when you're trying to get his fucking attention? Because like they were at the funeral, right?
Yeah.
And then she just like literally was just like, I don't even remember what she said, but I remember I was like, you can't just fucking go up to someone and be like, you need to give me money.
Yeah, I've noticed you haven't been donating to anything. It's like, yeah, because
I
I
don't
don't
fucking
want to.
owe you anything.
I'm out here single-handedly holding
Hello?
back the villainy of Gotham.
Literally. And like I get that she doesn't know that he's Batman, which is fine, but you don't just go up to rich people and go, hey, what the fuck? I mean, I would, but come on.
But you know what? Honestly, speaking of villainy, I think that this version of Batman will listen to MF Doom.
You said villainy, and I knew you were gonna say MF Doom.
Anyway, I also think that Falcone is the weakest link of the whole movie. He's too comedic for my liking.
He just
doesn't
greasy.
He doesn't give off mobster to me. He just gives off some dude that just plays pool and smokes really cheap Cuban cigars. Like John
I thought you were
Turturro.
gonna say smoke soup.
No, like John Turturro is a great actor, and for people around our age group, you probably know him best as the Sector 7 dude from fucking Transformers. But I just can't stop seeing that when I see this man. Like he has one voice.
Yeah.
He does it with all of his characters, and with this one, it just didn't fit. Like they could have just cut out the C plot of Catwoman being Falcone's daughter
That
completely.
felt really unnecessary. I didn't like that.
Yeah,
I
like-
understand. Like you don't need to be related to somebody. You don't need to. I'm sick of this shit. It's happening in movies and video games and shows. I don't fucking care anymore. You don't need to be related to somebody.
Somehow Palpatine returned. Man.
They
It's your
fly
fucking, it's your
now?
granddaughter.
Oh my god.
Anyway, moving on towards the end of the movie, that is where I think that they could have taken a bit more time. Obviously, cut some other little scenes from the rest of it.
Yeah.
And I think a solid 3-hour, 15-minute runtime would have done this movie justice. All right, babe, what's your funny
My
things that
funnies?
you want
Okay.
to talk about? Let's see.
All right. Number 1 is the Riddler FaceTiming like a fucking middle-aged mother. I love, and also his random selfie that they found in his fucking little.
How
Like,
does he
look
breathe
at
through all
him.
that? It's green tape. How the fuck is he breathing through all of
No, the
that?
selfie's just him, like literally, like from an up angle, just like
He's like, hey, girl.
his little smile. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He's got to get the supporters on
And
Patreon,
I
babe.
just love how he is on FaceTime. How he's just like, like literally, your sister and I were just fucking holding in giggles
How
because
much
it was so
spit?
fucking funny.
How much spit was on the inside of his mask
He's a
when he's
creature.
filming those
He's
shit?
a creature. I
Mm.
love it.
It's fucking
The
great.
Riddler is autistic. I can say
Yes.
that.
He's severely mentally
Severely.
damaged. It shows honestly, I love how it shows how, like, the foster system, the orphanage system can really do damage to an individual that's already going through a pretty shitty experience, but then also how it gets overlooked because they're like, "Ah, fuck them kids."
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. That's not it's too gloomy for my funny segment. Okay, my other funny, all right,
Alright.
is the thumb drive moment.
The thumb drive was pretty funny.
We're like, I love how Gordon's just like, oh, thumb drive.
He's just touching that
It's
bare
so
hand, no
silly.
gloves.
It's so clever. I love it. I love a little funny
They
moment.
do had a fat thumb.
A fat ass
Yeah,
thumb.
and they kept it for a little bit 'cause remember he plugged it into the computer.
Yeah.
He just left that shit, he couldn't just take.
Well, no. He didn't. Okay, he didn't. No, he could have taken the thumb off. He could have taken the thumb off before plugging it in. You're right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
remember the thumb was attached to the USB drive.
I thought that the thumb unlocked the thing
No, yeah, so
to
the
get the thing.
yeah, oh, yeah, you're right. No, no.
There was a thumb.
Yeah, no, the thumb
There
was
was a
attached
thumb.
to anyway,
It was a pun, and I enjoy puns. I'm very simple.
it was pretty fucking cool.
My other one is one that was stolen from me viciously at the earlier part of this episode. It's Penguin's reaction to Batman and Gordon being monolingual as shit. Literally, the whole like, it means a rat with wings. He's like, "Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck are you talking about?"
The dude that's supposed to be Italian
I
speaks
know.
better Spanish.
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny for me. Oh my, I
They just
thoroughly.
left him there, like, you could tell, like, they probably would've untied him or, like, taken him to jail, but they
Yeah,
were like, "You know what? Fuck you," and they just left him there
yeah,
under the bridge.
yeah. Mood, dude.
He was like, "You're just gonna leave me fucking tied up here?"
I love it. I think the Penguin is a hoot,
He's great. He
a
carries
veritable
the
hoot.
side villain
Yeah,
part of that. Um, anyway, moving on to the end of the film, right? I do like the ending, even though I feel it was kind of rushed. Catwoman, and it shows the difference in characters and character development
yeah.
because Catwoman and Batman have both gone through pretty traumatic things, and that shaped who they are as adults who we're seeing in the film. Catwoman, obviously. She deems Gotham hopeless after the events that happen, and she decides to leave. She tries to get Bruce to come with her, and Bruce is like, "Nah, I got to
She said, "I'm
stay
out."
and help my peeps." You know what I mean? He's got to hold the city down.
Yeah.
And I think that's great because if you notice, they also do kind of a repeat of the first scene where they ask, "Who are you?" And instead of vengeance, he goes, "Justice." We now see a
Oh.
more fully realized Batman, in my opinion. He knows that his cause is a noble one
Yeah.
and that this is something that he wants to dedicate his life to try to make at least life in Gotham at the bare minimum a better place. But he's doing it from a sense of want, a sense of justice, basically, versus, oh, they murdered my parents and now I'm gonna take it all out on the fucking scum of Gotham instead of going to therapy.
Fair.
I
Yeah.
do like that. We don't really get to see that kind of full realization without some type of traumatic injury with Batman
Oh my
because think
god.
about it, in the first one,
Yeah.
like Wayne Manor is getting burnt to the fucking ground by Ra's al Ghul. In
L.
the Joker one, he's just getting damn near publicly shamed, and like the fucking police force is hunting him, and like people are getting burned left and right.
Yeah.
And then with Bane, Tom Hardy breaks his fucking back and throws him in the pit.
Pretty fucking cool.
There's usually not that type of character development within a Batman without him getting literally mollywopped.
Yeah.
Um,
That just reminded me of oh my god, it's gone.
okay, well, anyway, honorable mention, right, for one of my favorite scene would have to be the prison scene right after they catch the Riddler, where he's in, the I don't know what the fuck they call it when you like talk, like if you go and visit your spouse, not conjugal, when you go and visit
Visitation.
yeah, like when you go and visit like whoever's in prison, you
Yeah.
get to talk to them through that fucking plexiglass. When they do that, like the subtle buildup of music as the Riddler's just having a full meltdown talking about Bruce Wayne.
That's another one I like how he just starts singing Ave
Bruce
Maria.
Wayne.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
sure, you
you
little
can
quirky
you
man.
can see the blood boil in Batman because he thinks that he
Yes,
knows. And then
it's
you can
so
also see when he
good.
realizes, then he steps out of the light, which I think is cool because he probably thought he recognized his face or something.
Yeah.
But that was honestly that was pretty good. If it had just I don't know,
I
it was
thought that
just
was really well done.
it
I
was
agree.
missing something for me to be my favorite scene. Because as adrenaline packed as the chase is, like I said, it could have been topped, and I'm looking forward to see what they do in the sequels because they have to. Everyone's gonna want that version
Yeah.
of that in a different movie.
You wanna know what I still don't quite understand?
Huh?
What the fuck happened to Annika?
Yeah,
Like, she finds her dead in a trunk, and it's like, "Oh my god,"
they
but
just killed her
yeah, but why? Because she
because
was a call girl?
no, because she knew.
But,
She
like,
knew too much.
and then they just never it seemed like an unnecessary
It
thing
was
to
a
push Catwoman out.
it was a D plot that really just went nowhere.
Yeah,
It didn't even go from A to B, it went from D to
it
D.
was weird. I was like, that's fucked up. Like, everyone's like, "You're hearing her get fucking choked out." Like, that sucks. Like, that's fucking brutal, and
They
everyone just
honestly
skips over
they
it.
could have done the Catwoman arc without her, honestly.
Yes!
Anyway, one of those things, like I said, if we can go through and pick apart, we'd be here all day. But overall, I'd have to give the film a 9 out of 10. It's really it's really fucking Falcone, and knowing that another Joker is going to be in here that stops me from being like this movie's fucking perfect because I really want to make it perfect, but it's not. It could really work on what it decides to do with the side characters and
Yeah.
who it decides to have them portray.
For me, I only have 2 10 out of 10 movies in the entire history of moviedom,
Well,
and it's Lord of the Rings and Moulin Rouge. Everything else is only what goes up to a 9 out of
Moulin
10.
Rouge, I'd give an 8.
You are a coward.
But you know what? We'll do that one next.
Oh my
Moulin
god.
Rouge is next, and that'll be
All these
it.
bitches are suddenly fucking on it, and they're like, "Oh my god, how is no like everyone needs to go watch Moulin Rouge. It's I've been there. I'm gatekeeping. I'm gatekeeping.
All right, we'll get through all that pent up fury in
Very
the next
angry.
one. Before we go,
Oh, I
a
gave it a
fun
9 out of
fact.
10 too.
Oh, you give it
I
a
give it
9
a 9
out
out
of
of
10.
10 as well. Sorry.
Anyway, before we go, a fun fact for those of you that are Teen Wolf fans, and you probably noticed it,
Wolf.
the doorman from the Iceberg Lounge, the doormen from the Iceberg Lounge are the Alpha Twins from Teen Wolf.
They look like these twins I went to elementary school with.
Dude, so imagine them, but with teenager bodies. That's literally how they look in the show.
Ay.
Yeah, they did not age well at all. Like when I saw them, I was like, "Holy fuck, it's those guys!" And I was like, "Oh god," and it just went nowhere. But anyway, yeah, we're doing Moulin Rouge next, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.